Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Palantir stock because Palantir Technologies has recently been upgraded for their RS rating, which is now 91, which is amazing news. Then next we will talk about Palantir Technologies wins a United States Special Operations contract, which is worth approximately about $111 million. Then after that we will talk about how an analyst has actually downgraded their Palantir price prediction, or PLTR stock price prediction to be more exact, and we will also talk about a company named Babylon, which Palantir is investing in. Then lastly, we will talk about how Palantir could dominate in their respective field and how much money it can earn you as an early investor. Remember to like this video right now, subscribe if you are new, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Currently, Palantir stock is moving in a very positive direction because the relative strength rating, which is the RS rating, on Thursday was upgraded from an 86 to a 91. If you don't already know, the RS rating tracks a stock's performance on a scale from 1 being the worst to 99, which is the best, and it does this by tracking the stock's price action over the trailing 52 weeks, and normally with stocks above an 80, which PLTR stock meets that criteria, the stock normally consolidates and then breaks out, so we can look for a breakout here soon for PLTR stock. Now, just because PLTR stock is above an 80 RS rating, that doesn't mean it's guaranteed to break out. But it is looking very nice because their earnings per share had increased by 500% and their revenues rose by 9% since their last quarter. And because you all know how much I appreciate and love diversification to lower risk, you can also look into other great stocks in the same sector and industry as PLTR, which are CNXC, QADA, and APPS. Palantir continues to get amazing contracts, especially since they signed a new deal which is worth $111 million, and they signed that deal with the United States Special Operations Command. While this contract includes a base year, it also has an option for an additional 1-year extension, which I also think Palantir will get in the future. Palantir's global defense lead had to say this, and I quote, "When special operators are risking their lives in no-fail scenarios, they deserve technology that works. Our partnership with USSOCOM was one of our first in the US military, and we are honored to keep providing technology that gets the job done while we partner on the future of what is possible." End quote. It still shocks me and it makes me astonished when people say that Palantir's technology doesn't work when the US military is literally staking people's lives on this technology. So it clearly works because these defensive contractors and the US military do not mess around with companies that don't actually have useful technology. Plus, Palantir has been serving with the USSOCOM for the last 10 years. However, with that being said, an analyst has actually downgraded their PLTR stock price prediction from $27 all the way down to $20, but they still say that PLTR stock is a strong hold. This means that 2 analysts say to buy PLTR stock, 3 say to hold it, and 4 say to sell it, with the average price target coming in at $21.75. The 1-year high price target for PLTR is $30, and the low 1-year price target is $17. However, I still personally have a $50 price target on the stock because I see great future potential in it. Palantir is not only a good company, they are also great investors. For instance, they have been investing into companies up until this point, and recently they just invested into a British health firm named Babylon. Babylon offers healthcare services to over 24 million patients through a mobile app, and currently they are trying to go through a SPAC to be listed on the NASDAQ. and this is going to happen through Alchemy Global. Once this deal totally goes through, Babylon will have an enterprise value of around $3.6 billion. Babylon has more than just Palantir supporting this company. They also have South Korea's Samsung and China's Tencent also backing this company. But it really started to make great profits and revenues last year when it launched in the United States, where 80% of its revenues came from for that year. The founder and CEO of Babylon had to say this about the revenues, and I quote, "Last year we did 80 million of revenue. This year we will do just north of 300 million. We are thinking we will be break even at EBITDA level in 2023. This company is already rapidly growing, and they are set to be a direct competitor to Teladoc, which is already doing amazing. Now, personally, I think Teladoc is way less risk, and it's already proven itself, but that's not to say that this can't grow over time and become a great investment, but I would rather have this company prove itself first and then earn my money, rather than me just jumping into it right now at $10 a share." The CEO goes on to say, "Some of the tech Palantir owns, nobody has brought that into the realm of biology and healthcare. Their knowledge of data and our knowledge of healthcare can overhaul what we could do. We wanted to take the day-to-day biometrics of the human body and be able to construct a more preemptive image by building a digital twin of each of us." Now, at first that sounds kind of weird, but if you could have the blueprints to yourself or a digital version of yourself, you could really inspect yourself to see where the data leads, and this could lead to developments like finding cancer early or having ailments that you didn't even know you had, or if you were allergic to certain things. So it has major implications in the healthcare industry. Now, I still personally think that PLTR stock is a good buy under $25 if you plan on holding it for more than 5 years, mainly because of its technology, such as their Foundry platform, their Gotham platform, and Apollo. Palantir also has a great team. They have really good engineers and they have great sales personnel. On top of that, right now, they are only utilizing about 1% of their total addressable market, which is worth approximately around $120 billion. Not to mention that PLTR's revenue is anticipated to grow 30% each year, compounding for the next 6 to 8 years, which is absolutely amazing. On top of that, Palantir is on track to get a 40% adjusted operating margin, which is absolutely insane. So as time goes on and they develop their company and they get a larger slice of their addressable market, their revenues are going to increase, they're going to be generating more money, they're going to become even more profitable, and they're going to give great returns to their stock investors, especially if you get in early. But what do you think about PLTR stock? Comment your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe right now, hit the like button, it helps me out a ton, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.